In this video, you learn how to identify a false breakout and their functions. One of the functions of false breakout is to identify reversal, major reversal on market. Let's say, for example, I have a uptrend movement on price where we have a candlestick like this. Then we also have another candlestick like pushing higher. Then we have a candlestick pushing higher. Then we have another candlestick pushing higher. Then price later turned to started moving down. We have price moving down. Then price later moved down. Then price later moved back to this level in Fisher. Okay, let's make it smaller. Price later move back to that previous price later move back to this previous resistance. So you can see that the function of the false breakout now is when price move to a resistance level, a previous resistance level, and tested the high. Then when price now moved to this previous resistance level and tested this high and then close below it, so this is called a false breakout. So long price tested this high and close below it, we now call this level, this area, a false breakout. So what we expect from this level now, we expect price to resume to go down. From here now, you can see that we expect price to start to move downward. This is called a false breakout. So this is how you identify your false breakout. False breakouts are reversal indication from price. They tell you when you expect a price reversal for downtrend or for uptrend. With this, you can easily identify a false breakout. So let's do example for uptrend. This one is a reversal for downtrend. So let's do example for uptrend. So our example for uptrend will now have, so we have price now, price drop from that particular level. Then when price dropped from that particular level, price moved to this support level. So long price moved to this support level and price failed to break that support level. So once price moved to this next support level and failed to break it, we now have a false breakout. Once price tested the low of this candlestick and failed to close below it, we will now have a false breakout at this level, which will lead to price pushing back to the top which will lead to price reversal, because we have a false breakout at this support level, which is the previous support level. That will now start to lead to a price pushing back to uptrend for this particular region. So this is how you identify your false breakouts on the chart. So long price tested this low, this previous support low, and failed to close below it, and price close above the low, then this is called a false breakout. This is what lead to price reversal. So this is what lead to price reversal to the top. Then for the resistance part, if price tested the previous resistance and price tested this previous resistance and close below it, so it will reverse price back to the downside. This is called a a false breakout. This is how you identify your false breakout on the chart. So let me show you the example on it on the chart. So let's go to the chart. So this is my chart now. You can see that we have a false breakout here. We have a false breakout at this level. Price is a previous support level. You can see that we have a previous support level here, and price tested this previous support level. You can see that price tested this previous support level and failed to close below it. Then we now have price closed above this previous support level, which is what lead to this uptrend. You can see how price react to this. We now started having a price push back towards to the next resistance level. So false breakouts are used to identify reversal, which is used to identify turning points in the market. So let me give another example of a false breakout. So we also have a false breakout at this level also. Let's go. False breakout. Another example of false breakout. So we have a false breakout at this level. Here was the previous support level. Price tested the previous support level. You can see that price tested the previous support level and closed above it. You can see how price react to push towards to the upside. How price push towards to the upside. So let me give you more example on the false breakout. False breakout examples. False breakout example. False breakout example of false breakout. I'm doing a back test. So we have a false breakout at this low. Here was the previous support level. Price tested the low and closed above it. You can see our price push higher. You can see our price push higher because we have a false breakout at this level. So you can see our price react to reverse back to the top. So false breakouts are used to identify turning point in the market. So they are used to identify turning point in the market. I'm looking for reversal for uptrend. You can see that we also have a false breakout at this level. Price tested the high, and you can see that price failed to close above this high. You can see how price react to the downside. Look at this example of number 1. Example 2, price started moving back to the downside. So let me give more example on false breakouts. More examples of false breakouts. Okay, I'm looking for the one for bearish move. So we still have a bearish move example. Let's look for bearish move example. So we have a false breakout at this level. You can see price tested this previous high and failed to close above it. You can see how price pushed to the downside. So you can see how price reacts and push towards to the downside. So this is how you identify your false breakout. If you find these trading tips helpful, like this video and subscribe to our channel.